Good morning, class. Yesterday we have discussed about the deficit and excess demand. Now today we are going to discuss about the measures to correct deficit and excess demand. So there are mainly two measures. First is fiscal and second one is monetary policy. So economic stability requires that the situation of excess demand and deficient demand are corrected as fast as possible. Who does it? The government does it through its revenue expenditure policy. It is also called fiscal policy, and RBI does it through its monetary policy. I told you earlier also that monetary policy is framed by the RBI and fiscal policy is framed by the government of India. So both are responsible for correcting the difference between the aggregate demand and aggregate supply, or deficient demand or excess demand, because excess and deficient demand both situation are not good for the economy. So there are some measures, fiscal measures, which are adopted by the government of India. So first fiscal measure is government expenditure. It is the principal component of fiscal policy, and the government of the country incurs various type of expenditure, like expenditure on the public welfare program, then education, defense of the country, etc. These all are the main field on which government has to spend. So how does it going to affect the excess or deficient demand? It is by changing any or all type of expenditure that the government seeks to correct the situation of excess demand or deficient demand in the economy. When there is excess demand, government expenditure is reduced, and when there is deficient demand, government expenditure is increased. Yes, we know it very well that if we want to reduce the demand, then what will happen? Then government has to reduce its expenditure, and if we want to increase the demand, then government has to increase its expenditure. Clear? A rise in government expenditure act as an injection into the circular flow of income in the economy. It is required when liquidity needs to be released to combat deflation. Likewise, a cut in government expenditure acts like a withdrawal from circular flow of income in the economy. It is required when liquidity needs to be soaked to combat inflation. You know it very well what are the conditions. Second component is taxes. So taxes are a compulsory payment made to the government by the household. By increasing the tax burden on the household, the government reduces their disposable income. You know it very well what is the meaning of disposable income. So if we are increasing the tax burden, then what will happen? It will reduce the disposable income of the household, and if the disposable income is reducing, then definitely household will demand less. Okay, accordingly it is reduced or excess demand is managed. On the other hand, by lowering the tax burden, the government increases disposable income of the household. Accordingly, AD is raised and deficient demand is managed. Okay, bacho? If the government is lowering the tax burden or reducing the tax rate, then what will happen? Household will have more disposable income. If they have more disposable income, then they will demand more. Demand will increase. So these are the measures through which government can control the or correct the deficient and excess demand. Okay, bachcho, I hope it will be clear to you. If you have any doubt, then you can ask. Okay, thank you so much.